Morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's Thursday. It's the day after the USDA report, and everybody's asking the question, what is value now for corn, beans, and wheat after the USDA threw out the first guesstimates for 17 and 18 U.S. and world supply and demand. It's interesting that in the beans, people are saying, what if a wet pattern over the next month keeps farmers planting all of the bean acres? A drop of 1.5 million bean acres from the USDA's estimate would deduct about 70 million bushels from the USDA's 480 carryout and would make things just a little bit tighter. So as far as the trading range of nearby beans, maybe we're in this $9.50, $10 range. And today, July is at $9.74. And maybe we don't really break out of the range despite the fact we have, quote unquote, too many beans in the world. And the other issue is maybe the USDA is underestimating next year's China demand and overestimating maybe the Brazilian soybean crop. So things could get a little tighter in the beans, which keeps us in this trading range. Over in the corn, I think the people were looking at world stocks and saying the drop was supportive to prices, and that's why funds came in and bought 14,000 corn yesterday, and we rallied and closed near the session highs. July corn's at 374, but maybe we're going to stay in this 360, 380 range, because above 380, farmers are probably going to sell the record amount of corn that both they have in the U.S. and in Brazil. But doubt if we'll get much below 360 with this lower carryout. Also in this wet pattern, if we lose 1 million corn acres, that could bring the carryout down and keep D's corn right where it's at, and maybe have a trading range plus or minus 30 or 40 cents, which could allow any weather problems for D's corn to trade over $4. So we're probably in that trading range. And when you dig deep in the wheat numbers, it's interesting that even though they're estimating world wheat stocks at record high, if you take China's record stocks out of the numbers, it would be the fourth lowest number in the last 4 years. And so the numbers suggest that we have to have good crops in Europe and Russia, or wheat prices are undervalued. And we might be at the lower end of the trading range. So we'll just kind of see how things unfold. We also have export sales today. We're expecting beans 300,000 to 500,000 tons, corn 700,000 to 900,000 tons, and new crop wheat 150 to 350. And again, this is the time of year when our demand tends to slow down in favor of South America. The government in Brazil estimated their soybean crop at 113 million tons this morning, and the USDA is 111.6. But they estimated their corn crop close to 93 million tons, and the government's at 96. So let's keep things in the trading range. As always, the weather is the key over the next few months. The forecast right now is 5 days of clear weather across the Midwest, and then we get into a wet pattern for 2 weeks. So we'll see how that plays out in traders' minds. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.